This is a dish that has absolutely nothing from the sea in it, but it tastes like the sea because of these salted capers right here. The ones under vinegar don't taste good. The ones with salt, they taste like the sea. It's amazing. First thing we want to do is sort of rinse them of all the salt because they have a lot of salt. So here's just a little bit of warm water. And just while we're prepping everything, those guys can hang out right there. All right, so here's the thing. You cut off the prickly end there, and what we want to do is just get long slices here so that we can grill them. I didn't really like to eat fish until I was like 14 years old. Same with chocolate. I love fish now. And some Greek feta cheese. How this is Italian? Well, you know, our conception of what Italian is totally thrown off by maybe what Italian American is. But remember, Italy is pretty close to Greece. The South does stuff totally different than the North. Feta is a cheese that they use in Puglia, in Calabria, and parts of Sicily. They certainly use oregano. Where is the oregano, by the way? I need that. I'm gonna put oil in this pan now. And I'm not putting anything on the eggplant. You see it smoking right away? We don't need any salt because the capers are super salty. Okay, so we're just gonna flip these over. Whoa, nice. Nice color there. So the mountains around the southern part of Italy have oregano growing wild, and I've taken hikes there, and you smell it. I pick it off the tree and eat it. So even though it's not from the sea, it's by the sea, and it's a delicious flavor. I think in America we mostly think of it as just a Greek thing, but it's just not true. So tons and tons of this. The fresh stuff from the leaves. It's amazing. Oh yeah. So we're getting nice marks here. Gorgeous. I'll put a little more oregano on. Nothing on these really other than oil. They're gorgeous. We'll put them out. Boom. 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 Okay, while this is hot, what we want to do that's a good ratio right there. Like 50% eggplant, 25 cheese and tomato. All right, so now we need to rinse our capers. And now they're nice and clean. You can see it's void of all salt particles and more reconstituted. This is our salt right here. So you got to go by taste. Use good judgment. A mixing bowl here. Oh, just take one. Smoky grill. I need more sea. This is the sea, remember the taste of the sea, because we're doing the vegetarian sea salad. More oregano. Get it everywhere. It tastes better that way, I swear. Parsley. Throw that in there. Basil. Could you add pasta to it? Absolutely, absolutely you could add pasta to it, it's delicious. But you gotta put raw oil. Raw extra virgin olive oil is like the whole thing. It's not the same as cooking with it, it doesn't taste as good. This is now a fresh taste. This is a radicchio. Raw oil, fresh herbs, salinity from the feta, saltiness and oceanness from the capers, and then fresh fruit, tomatoes. It's really good as a pasta as well, truthfully. And that's it, your salad of the sea with no fish.
Okay, my name is Silvano Marchetto. I was born in Trento, Italy. I'm from Florence, but I was born in Trento. And I owned the restaurant da Silvano for the past 40 years. My father was in the army, and we lived in a barrack, actually. I drove a tank at the age of 11 years. I picked up how to learn when I was 9 on an American Jeep. And I actually drove correctly on an Alfa Romeo Matta, which is an off-road vehicle similar to the Jeep. I was following the cooks in the barracks kitchens, and from that idea there I got an idea. Perhaps one day I'll become a chef. So I went to cooking school. I did it for 3 years, and here I am today.
It never even occurred to me that Italy probably had very good food in the army barracks.
It's unbelievable.
Why did you come to New York?
I came for an adventure, like I would have gone to, like I went to Paris or I went to London. I came here and I like it, the area, but I didn't like exactly what was happening in restaurants. My food is Italian, totally, and you use different produce here because they're local. Otherwise, you can get anything imported that you want except the pork, which is not allowed to come in because they want it cooked.
Is it true that you can't bring the
You cannot bring a pancetta in. It has to be boiled. They passed a new law, but they're going zigzag. But here you can find some pancetta, or you can make it yourself. It comes out exactly the same.
È vero anche per salami che non si possono importare.
No, salami non si può importare ancora. I think it has something to do with the other part, the way they produce in Italy. Some places in Italy produce food better than here, but go make somebody understand that the car can go underwater.
But the prosciutto they can import, but they can't import the salume.
Right, correct. The prosciutto can import the salume. I try to eat different food, but I get disappointed, so I give up and I go back to the steak.
So I feel that way about pasta. I have a hard time eating it out.
Yeah?
I loved it. At Da Silvano, it's fantastic.
Thank you.
But 90% of the times in a restaurant I see a pasta, I can't have it.
Mamma mia. My first job in 1968 when I came here, I went to the restaurant Rex. I don't think it exists anymore. I worked 2 hours. Said, I'm going to leave. I'll come tomorrow. Fine. I said, do you want to eat? I said, sure. What is that? I go to the pass, and there is a meatball sinking into the spaghetti because the spaghetti were well done. So I looked at the pass and said, what's this for? For you? For me? No, you eat it yourself. I'm eating a hot dog outside. I said,
how do you, if it's not al dente, what is it? Al lingua?
Ma che that's for people that have no teeth. They can swallow it without having to chew it. The funny part is some Americans don't know, when you have fresh pasta, it's just cooked the way it's cooked. You cannot ask for taglierini al dente with fresh pasta. You can't do it.
It's not dried.
With the semolina pasta, yes, but not the other one. And once in a while I have argument with people, they insist that they have taglierini al dente in another restaurant. Of course, I said, if they tell you there is a bicycle coming down from the moon, you believe me? No. But you would, because the pasta can be done al dente. But
la pasta fresca non può essere.
Pasta fresca non può essere al dente. È cotta e basta, that's it.
Ma di semolina sì.
Semolino non è che al dente.
Perché?
You have to see the soul inside, which is, the spaghetti, there's a white marking, you see it, and it's done. But also, after 40, 50 years in the kitchen, you always lift the fork, you know if it's done or not.
Yeah. You don't throw it against the wall, right?
No, I'm okay. It's an American habit.
Okay. What's the craziest pasta shape?
Oh, they make everything. They make shoes, they make sexy parts, blah.
I saw pasta boobs once.
Pasta boobs?
Pasta boobs.
There's another one called cazzetti. There's a mini, whatever, descend it, doesn't descend it. Too bad.
That's great. Do you talk about the next meal while you're eating food, do you think?
No, just at night I think about what else I'm going to do tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, instead of dreaming about the car or a suit or a jacket or a pair of shoes, I dream about food, doing different. I mark it down on my portable iPhone, and then I put in the notes, and I read it, and I remember, and I do it.
Now, basically all these pasta dough recipes tell you to use all-purpose flour, which is totally wrong, and that's why your pasta is terrible. What you need to use is semolina. We need to beat some eggs in a bowl. All right, so how much flour, how many eggs? I have no idea. We're gonna start with this and we're gonna see what happens. All right, so now, literally, I'm just gonna start doing this. I think the bowl is the best way to do it rather than on the countertop, because you get your whole thing together without making a mess. So I used 4 eggs, and I don't know how much flour, but obviously it's way too wet. So you just come in like this. And this is a really, really sandy dough. It's very bizarre feeling. No, it's not bizarre feeling, it just feels like sand. All right, so that's coming together pretty nicely. So I had water here, but we don't need it. Eggs and flour. So let's make our sandy surface here. So we just do a fold and a push and a fold and a push. And you'll feel it start to toughen, and then all of a sudden, I mean, this was here from before, but it'll stop sticking to your hands when it's really working out. Better and better. See how it's not sticking to the hand when I come up? That's good. We got a wet dough here, but we do need to let it do its thing. So, dark place, wrapped. And that's it. You can just hide this. You can hide it in a drawer. And give it 45 minutes. Let's check on that dough. Nice. Now, in the past I've used a pasta machine, but you don't really need one. What you do need is a surface bigger than this cutting board, but I'm gonna try my best. You can take a little bit of regular flour here. And you can see actually that it's pulling back slightly, and that's because it's slightly upset at us. So I think this is a good time to put some water on the stove. Rolling out this dough. A pasta machine is a great thing to have, but you can do it with a rolling pin, absolutely. All right, a little bit of flour. Go like that, and here's what you're gonna do. Get both sides. Fold. 1, 2, 3. Kind of like that. Nice long knife, and you can just come right down. Boom. 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 Try and make them all the same size. And now, because you put the flour in between, they'll all come apart quite nicely. Okay? So. Let's chop up some garlic. Now, it's up to you. You can, some nice pieces here. I'll take it. Looks good to me. Now, kosher salt, because this needs to taste like the ocean. Just a little bit of oil, and we're gonna put in a single anchovy fillet. We have the capers from before. Let's just get a few long pieces of zucchini here to sort of mimic the fettuccine. We're gonna put some raw kale at the end, so we'll just get that ready. I know it sounds crazy, but it's gonna be good. Pasta in, you ready? We're making vegetarian carbonara of the sea. We like the capers. We like the anchovies. Here we go. Here's an egg. And into that egg, we want to add a whole bunch of cheese. Well, actually, here's the marriage. We have a meatless carbonara. Carbonara means coal man, because the coal miners would eat it, obviously with pork products, but also black pepper. The only way an egg is going to emulsify is if there's oil in there. Off the heat now, no more heat. And we need to do air and tossing. Air and tossing, okay? So there is our egg. And now we just have to toss it in. All right, I like to put a little twist there. You can see that's a nice cream. Nice. There you go. A little bit of red pepper. And throw a little more cheese on top. There you have a meatless carbonara of the sea, because we've got capers and anchovies and garlic and zucchini. And mint probably would have been a good idea with the white wine, but we didn't do that.
My name is Luxor Tavella. Paracelso is the name of the shop. He's an alchemist of the 16th century, and his books are very beautiful. Paracelso.
So you named the store after him?
Yes.
Where did you get Luxor?
I told you I went to the Saharan like camels. Around there, it's a city in Egypt.
What inspired you to do this makeup?
I think I was in the middle of nowhere in Morocco, and a woman from the Atlas mountain. They don't even have a mirror. So they do it, they use a piece of brass thing, and it comes out all uneven. One eyebrow sometimes in a hurry come a bit higher than the other one. Sometimes I worry about it, but I just do it.
How has the fashion changed since you opened your shop?
I used to go all over Afghanistan, Persia, and Morocco and all that. I used to bring back unusual things long time ago. But with my customer now, some people know what they are doing, but some people love some help. I say, you know, put it like this, put it on this way, and they love that. And when they leave in, we always finish talk about food. What are you cooking tonight? Food is fantastic, and you take it for granted, but the food, you don't even say this is good. It's just there every day, do you understand that? And the food is like a 5-star cuisine.
What is the secret to the risotto?
You have to look after it like a baby, you know about risotto. The secret is leeks.
Leeks. I've used them before.
Use leeks instead of onion. And it's more gentle, different flavor. Cut it well, wash it because it's very sandy inside. Take very gently, just like onion. And then that's the beginning
Do you toast
of
it?
an artwork.
An artwork.
I love sage, but you can put it in every dish. Only very, very few. And it's fantastic. With the potatoes, for instance, you cut them no long way. Little sage is a must.
You boil or bake the potatoes?
No, it's gently sauté. For instance, we have the arborio rice, which you use in the risotto. There's another way we use it, just white, cook it, just simple boiled. Riso in bianco al burro versato. A little bit of sage, but a little bit of butter, they cook it very gently. Put it over the rice, little parmesan on top. Delicacy. So, riso in bianco al burro versato. I made it 2 nights ago. It's very good.
We've been going with this tastes of the sea theme, but other than a few anchovies, we haven't had anything from the sea yet, which is exactly why we're making potatoes. So we're gonna have sardines with sauteed potatoes, just like Bianca said, with sage instead of rosemary. I'm partial to them with rosemary because I used to eat them all the time in Florence. All right, here we've got 3 little fishies, but I just want to double check that it's nice and clean. These are actually delicious. There's a little gut right here. Pull that out. You can just take 2 sprigs of this and shove it inside. Your little fishy. Your little fishy poo. Olive oil in the pan for the potato saute. Generous amount. 3 sage in there. Potatoes. Salt. Now you can put your fish on the grill. You can put your little fishies on the grill. No oil. Let's get some more sage in here. I barely smell it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Profumo di mare, right? You want to be careful with olive oil. It can get hot, but it can't get that hot. If it's smoking, you're ruining the oil. Sardines. Get color on this, which is so. I mean, we're just cooking potatoes here, and when they look like that, they're ready. It's pretty gorgeous. Look at that. Potatoes and fish. They were meant for each other. Who knew? Good fried sage. And there you have, very simple, pan-fried potatoes with sage, or rosemary, or both, and salt, and thyme-grilled fresh sardines. That looks cool to me.